Alright, hello and welcome to the final episode of the Manchester United career mode. This has been a good little series I've been doing for the past four-ish months, and I've really enjoyed it, but this is where it's going to end, ladies and gentlemen, because we have done what we set out to do this season. I said if we win any of the majors, Premier League or Champions League, it will be the send-off episode. Now, as you can see, I'm sure not everyone is a mathematician, but I think everyone knows that when you're 4 points clear with a game left, the second place team, which is now coincidentally Liverpool, can't catch up. And you might be wondering why Chelsea have dropped out of third. I will give you a little sneak preview as to why Chelsea have dropped out of third. Because we beat them 2-1 to win the Premier League. So, this game is just kind of a send-off, kind of just relaxing, kind of just chilling, just enjoying ourselves a little bit. Maybe giving some of the fringe players a last hurrah. Maybe giving some of the players I've really enjoyed using a last hurrah as well. Just kind of sending it off in a blaze of glory. So, attend this press conference before this game against Leeds. So now we've got nothing to play for. We'll just chill. I'm glad we did it against Chelsea, and we got to celebrate it at Old Trafford. What? Why? What? Did he decline the deal that I accepted for him? We're talking about Kavanagh just after winning the Premier League title. For context, we got like a 1.5 million offer for him, and I accepted it. And I'm guessing he's turning the contract down. We're ready for Leeds United. We don't care. But we'll do it anyway for the send-off. Last time the two teams met, we were treated to a very entertaining draw. Of course, you want your team to go one better today. How do you plan to approach the game? Right. Let's see this season out. Let's see this career mode out. Obviously, I would like to end on a win. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a lot happier I got the win against Chelsea than anything else. Bellingham scores in Manchester United's 2-1 win over Chelsea. Bellingham managed to get his name on the score sheet in Manchester United's 2-1 win against Chelsea. Manchester United's next win against Chelsea. Manchester United supporters were in positive mood after coming away with a win from the last match against Chelsea. Amortide obviously stressed to his players that it wouldn't take much to turn their joy to the previous fixture against Chelsea into a win this time around. It was perhaps a bit early to call it a championship decider. It wasn't at all because we've celebrated the Premier League, mate. But it saw the top two going head to head. Manchester United stretched their lead by claiming the 3 points against a disappointing Chelsea, as fans must now wonder if their team has the character to bounce back from such a significant defeat. No team of the week players. We weren't exactly incredible, but we were good enough to see it through. Burnley couldn't be faulted for effort, but went down 2-1 to Manchester City. Don't really care. And Leeds and Man United. One team wants to win here. Liverpool chasing Man United. What? Well, I said Chelsea. Oh, mate. Whatever. This last episode's a shambles already. Manchester United have a one lead over Liverpool at the top of the Premier League. Don't miss a moment as the challengers make their late moves towards the title. We've already won it. Why hasn't it told us this? Although the Merseyside derby could be an interesting one as well. I mean, they're not going to be able to win the title of Liverpool, but can Everton stop Liverpool from getting second place? Could be interesting. Right, now, there's people asked for games last time around. Who was it? Jadon Sancho asked for a game. Messi, I left out the Chelsea game, and he was annoyed at it, so we'll probably rotate him in as well. So let's figure it out. Donnarumma will get a start because we've already won the Premier League. Hakimi, we'll give Mazraoui a run out. I feel like we've underused him this season since we've been out of Champions League. Mazraoui, Lacroix, and Meccano. No, got to go Maguire. I'm sorry. Maguire's been more important than Lacroix. No offense, Lacroix. Shaw can have it. McTominay can have it. Bellingham can have it. We'll put Messi on to start. Bruno, yes. Aussie men and Ronaldo, nah, we've got to do it for the final game of the season. And also, it's not going to be Fernandez. We're going to give him his return match, but also the final match of this career mode. Very important this season. He would have been. Maybe a lot easier with him. But he's been a very important player in his career mode. Jadon Sancho will get the run out. Is there absolutely anyone else I've left out? Nunez needs a cameo, I believe. I know it means we've got no centre backs on the bench, but sue me, alright. So many players I want to bring in, but I can't because I've not got enough room. For example, I want Benzema involved, I'd like Lacroix involved, I'd like Cucurella involved. But all the 18 I've got in there, I want them involved as well. Fuck it. We'll go Ronaldo and Messi. Team up for the last time. Ladies and gentlemen, these will be the lineups for the Leeds versus Manchester United game at Elland Road. Van den Heuvel in between the sticks for Leeds. Baragi and Shackleton as the fullbacks. Danilic and Hjelde as the centre-backs. Costa and Forshaw as centre midfield options, with Forshaw captain on the side. Tate left mid, James right mid, Petkovic centre attacking mid, and Gelhardt will lead the line for Leeds. As for Manchester United, Gianluigi Donnarumma has finally finished his exile and will get a send-off in this match. We've got Shaw and Mazwai as the fullbacks, Upamecano and Maguire as the centre-backs, McTominay CDM, Bellingham centre mid, Sancho left attacking mid. He is back for today and today only. Alexander right attacking mid. He has been a key part of the side, so I can't leave him out. And just for vibes, just because it's the final time I'll be able to do it, Ronaldo will go up front with Messi. So that will be the team. Those will be the team sheets at Elland Road. But because it's the last day, we'll put every game on. What I care about most, of course, is the Merseyside Derby, because it is the Merseyside Derby. It doesn't mean anything to me, but it'd be funny if Everton won. I'd like it if Everton won. But anyway, let's get into it and finish off this Manchester United career mode. Now, just in advance, there will be a lot of talking and kind of admin and clearing up stuff after this. So even after the game, it'll probably be about another hour-ish. So this episode could stretch about an hour and a half, potentially even longer, because we'll be just clearing everything up. So of course, if you only came for the gameplay and you're fine after leaving, fine to leave after that, that's up to you. If you want to know what's happened around the world in every aspect of everything, then stick around after the Leeds game. This is going to be the final club career mode game. Of course, we do have the Euros coming up. But Leeds versus Manchester United is quite a good game to finish on, isn't it? The rivalries two teams have once again occurs today. As much as I know we're not really taking this seriously, I would absolutely love to end this career mode on a win. If that ain't possible, that's okay, because we've already won the Premier League. But if we could win to end this series, I'd very much love to. Okay, I wanted to try something there. It didn't really work out. The aim was to run all the way through Ronaldo, but he's got the pace of a 39-year-old at this point, because that's what he is. Alexander into Messi. I want to get Sancho involved. Sancho is involved! Yeah, that's the sharpness coming into effect. That's the sharpness coming into effect. He's not played in nearly 8 months, so it's unfortunate, really. I would like to have brought back Guardiola as well. But of course he's still injured for at least another, I believe, 2 months. If he was in the Euros, or if Croatia were in the Euros, he'd probably be fit for it, but I don't think Croatia made it. I went over the groups at the end of the last episode, but I'll do them again because I've forgotten myself. Bellingham. Oh, you bitch. Alexander. Ronaldo. Oh, it had to be in the final game of the Manchester United career mode. It could also be the final game of Cristiano Ronaldo's career. I can't remember if he was retiring or not. What I do know is, of course, it had to be on the final episode. Poetic, really. Cristiano Ronaldo finds a goal. Alexander playing it to Ronaldo after receiving the ball from Bellingham. And Ronaldo, beautiful finish into that right-hand corner. Number 33 didn't really help, blocking the vision there. I believe it was Hjelde who blocked the vision of the goalkeeper. But of course, Viva Ronaldo. Ronaldo will score in the last game of the Manchester United career mode. Of course, technically we will go into Season 4. But that's only for the Euros, and only because the Euros will overlap into there. I don't think we'll get to June 30th. So I won't accidentally sim too far ahead, which is good. Ronaldo. Into Messi. Not really actually into Messi. I mean, it's where the ball was, I wanted it to go. Where it actually went was a different matter. 1-0 to Newcastle against Brighton and Hove Albion. Corner to Leeds as McTominay makes the block. Corner to Leeds. Costa going to deliver this. To Gelhardt. My attempt was there, but I wasn't really concerned, to be honest. Problem is, if it goes on target, it's probably a goal. No offense to Donnarumma, but he has not covered himself in glory this season. Of course, next season, if we were to stay, the arrivals of Mike Mainan and Lucas, or it's one of the Hernandezes, I can't remember, whichever one plays for Milan. They got Teo Hernandez. Rodrigo's retiring. I swear he starts his career mode like 30 years of age. He's only going to be like 34. I should pass that in. I got greedy with Messi. Tried to knock out to Bellingham. But yeah, Rodrigo isn't that old. Why is he retiring? Okay. Nice, McTominay, good centre-back cover there. Stamina Scott, he deserves it more than anyone. What a turnaround in his career this career mode has brought him. Started this kind of lost. I wasn't really sure whether I was going to keep him or Fred. I knew McTominay was younger, so I thought I'd take advantage of that. And Ronaldo bags another. Of course, this is where he fucking turns up. Ronaldo and Alexander doing the suit together. The assist coming from Lionel Messi this time. And Ronaldo enjoyed his last game. Or enjoyed the last game. It might not be his last game. Might not have a season in him, but we'll never know. All we know is that this is our last game in the job. Then we'll manage Greece at the Euros and enjoy our retirement. What a career mode this has been. Ups, downs, left, rights and centres. It doesn't match up to Road to Glory career modes that I've done before, of course, because it's not as much progression. We've kind of taken over a top team and gone from that top team, but it's not what I wanted to do there at all, by the way. How's that not a fucking red, by the way? It's not what I wanted to do. I'll continue my fault very soon. It's probably going to be a goal for Leeds here. Number 15 to take it. That's Tate, isn't it? Petkovic. Yeah. They got one back. But, as I was saying, it doesn't really compare to Road to Glory career modes because we've taken over a top team. But it is my favourite career mode that I've done for a while. And it's also my favourite team that I've done it with. So it means something. It means something that we've done what we need to do. I would have absolutely loved the treble this season. Or even the quadruple. But the fact that we've won all of them now, even if it's been 3 different seasons. Season 1 was the continental season, Season 2 was the domestic cup season, and then Season 3 was the league season, alright? We've balanced out quite well, which is quite interesting. It's not like a plan to do that, though. I've had issues here and there, but in this career mode, it's been really fun. I'm glad I kept with it. I don't know if I would have done it if I got FIFA 23. Now try to get to Messi. The thing is, I'll be getting FIFA 23 probably around Christmas. Or if it's really cheap at Black Friday, I may get it Black Friday. It's not where I've aimed the header, is it though? Is it? Leeds have equalised, but it's not where I've aimed the header. As you can quite clearly see, it doesn't take a genius. So could someone explain to me here? I might be lost. I might be a bit dumb, but I've headed it to I think it's Bellingham on the edge of the area. It's not gone there, and of course Donnarumma has let it in. Is that Dan James as well against his former club? Fucking is. Realistically though, Mikado has headed that in a completely different direction, so I don't know how it's gone there. I've aimed it, it's either Maguire or Bellingham. It's in that general direction. It's ended up closer to fucking Luke Shaw, and somehow that's gone in. Donnarumma is awful, isn't he? Fucking hell. Well, it looks like we're ending with a goal fest. Not intentional, but the penalty I gave away, I mean, I can't take fault for that, but that is questionable considering I've headed it in a completely different direction. Sancho's enjoyed himself on the pitch again, I respect it. Okay, I messed up there. I thought I wouldn't get around the man, and then when I did, I didn't realise. I tried to do a solo run with Sancho, for anyone who didn't pick that one up. Mazraoui has some making up to do with me, anyway. Okay, I've tried to... You know, Leeds have the win, alright? I'm not playing for anything, you're not playing for anything. If you want the win, have it, alright? We don't really care. So it's end my career on a high, but I guess if you're gonna be pricks. Yeah. I suppose if I wanted to end my career on a high, I wouldn't have picked fucking Donnarumma. I don't get how I've not got the ball, but it is now a goal for Helder Costa. Donnarumma does make a save, it's near post. I don't know how Mikado hasn't taken the ball. Shaw gets it to Ronaldo. Counters on. I mean, he's not the fastest in the world, but not got many other options. Messi. For to Sancho. Oh, come on. Give him his return goal. It's saved by, I forgot the keeper's name, but he saved it and it's hit the post. I've pressed A to pass it with Meccano, so the game has decided to mess me up, has it? Nice Donnarumma. So yeah, I've passed that with Meccano. I just want to see a little animation here. So I pressed A as the ball's coming to him. He's controlled it. It's going through his arm. Oh, right, I see. No, it makes sense now, actually. Fucking, I can't wait to get into FIFA 23, man. Up until I get FIFA 23, I'll be doing other variety games. I may still do some FIFA 22 career mode experiment videos. I think my main thing I'm going to do is a WWE 2K22 My Career Mode, because I've never played that yet. Or My Rise, whatever it's called. I haven't done it yet. I want to try it. So that might be something as well. Obviously, Fall Guys, Paladins, just kind of whatever. Walking Dead, I need to get back into that. Once I get my storage fixed, which by the point this episode comes out, the storage device will have arrived. Alright, so you want to switch it to players when I don't want to be switched. When I want you to do it automatically, you don't do it. Alright, got it. Goodbye, Maguire. Sorry I go quiet, I'm just trying to concentrate on defending, because sometimes you try and tackle and it just doesn't do it. So I just want to make sure it does do it. Probably 2-all at half-time unless they get another attack here, which they will. Tommy, a great tackle. Will we get another chance? Well, we would have done if Messi hadn't just turned into trouble. Oh, sorry, why are they getting another chance? I was going to say, excuse me. 2-all Ellen Road at the break. Suspect goals from Leeds. The first goal, of course, I gave away the penalty. It wasn't my intention, but I did do it, so I'll take that. But the Dan James goal was a bit questionable, because the Meccano header has just not gone where I've aimed it. Take a look at the halftime scoreline then from around the ground. Spurs leading Leicester 1-0. Everton leading Liverpool 1-0. Fair play. Southampton drawing 0-0 with Crystal Palace. Chelsea drawing 1-1 with Burnley. Manchester City, leading Sheffield United 1-0. Newcastle leading Brighton 2-0. Aston Villa leading West Ham 1-0. Arsenal drawing 1-0 with Wolves. And West Brom leading Bournemouth 1-0. Sorry, I got an itchy nose. I keep having to scratch it. That's why I keep pausing. 53 to 47 in terms of possession. 5 shots to 4 in favour of Leeds, however. 2.3 expected goals to 2.2. Draw's probably the right result, but we've got 45 minutes to change that. I think someone who needs a cameo in the second half is definitely Victor Osimhen. He deserves it. And Darwin Nunez, I think they both deserve it. Especially Nunez. He has been underrated to fuck this season. Why have I chipped that? Why have I chipped that? Just banging it probably would have gone in. I kind of want to get rid of it. I was in the hell, but it bounced off Yelda's head. I want to get Ronaldo's hat-trick, but I don't think I will be able to. So I'll make those changes at the hour mark. I couldn't resist using Messi and Ronaldo together one more time. There's no way Tate's faster than Mazraoui. I'm sorry. Maybe Hakimi might be the last option, because he's been fucking fire this season. There's questions about his defensive ability in Season 2, but Season 3 he's answered all those. Messi. Ronaldo. Sancho has asked for the ball through. I've played the ball through, and he hasn't kept going. So, figure that one out for me, please, guys. Mazraoui will get there ahead of Tate. We're not giving away a penalty this time. Well, not yet, anyway. Bellingham. Messi. I thought he was going to keep running on the outside. He's... nope. Okay, never mind. Mazraoui is completely out of play here. I want to switch to him, but I'm not even allowed to, so... That's what we won't be doing. And that's a banging finish from Helder Costa. You know what, honestly... I like it when my players just get committed to the other side of the pitch. It's actually my favourite. Mazraoui just gets committed to the fucking... the other side of the world. I don't have Nunez on the bench. I was going to say that if I had Nunez on the bench. Now, I've got to do it, man. Because he's such... I'd always want to go with Bruno or Rashford. I'm going to go Bruno. It's no disrespect to Rashford, but I'm going to go Bruno. Just because some of these players deserve a send-off, really. Well, Leeds may take the 3 here, but I don't really care. We've already done what we need to do. Maybe should have brought De Gea on, actually. That's a brilliant finish from Helder Costa, to be fair. Don't know who was meant to be marking him, but who cares? It's our final day. Leeds leading somehow. We're bringing on the big guns now. I maybe should have had Rashford come on instead of Nunez. Oh, fuck off, man. I knew as soon as I turned there with Nunez, I was going to get tackled off me, whatever. Unfortunately, it's probably going to be one of those games, but at the same time, it's probably a good time to have one of those games because the season's over for us anyway. We've won the Premier League. Maguire gets a loose ball. Out to Mazraoui. Aussie men. Well, Alexander, I don't know why you weren't making a run in the first place, but I appreciate you making it now. I don't know what's going on here. I can't get the ball at all under my control. Tackle. Darwin Nunez into Aussie men. There's no fucking way. Oh my god. It is gonna turn out to be one of those games, isn't it? Can I please switch to fucking Mazraoui? Oh well, Maguire's committed to cross here now. I love how Donnarumma dove anyway. That's effort being put in there. I like it. Well, we might not end on the win, but we end on the Premier League title. I threw the chances of winning away when I started Donnarumma today, so... Take coming off for Rafinha. Fuck knows why Rafinha isn't starting. I didn't even know he was still at Leeds, to be honest. That's why I assumed that he wasn't starting. I didn't realise he just not started him. That's fucking dumb. Aussie man. I pressed A good touch before that. Let's get back to them, yeah. Oh, we got it, never mind. Bellingham. I pressed A good fucking second before Aussie meant to a last touch, by the way. But if you can tell by my yelling. Stamina Scott. It might be the final game, or about the final goal of the career mode. I mean, it is the final game, definitely. That could be the final goal as well. And it had to be scored by the captain, didn't it? It just had to be. Stamina Scott makes it 3-all. I don't know how it's not been saved. Yeah, it's absolutely shambolic goalkeeping. Something I expect out of Donnarumma. 3-3 anyway. This has been a hell of a game to end the career mode with. A goal fest. Darwin to Bellingham. Alexander. Bellingham. Nunez. Oh, fuck off Van den Hoover. From going to equalise to almost taking the lead in a matter of minutes. Substitution for Leeds. Joe Gelhardt will come off for Ivan Franco. Man United have a corner here. Alexander towards Upamecano. It's not going to find him. That's a hell of a pass, to be fair. That's why he's going to close that down immediately. They're asking for the foul there. I don't know what. That's a foul. Who's that? Which one was it? Was it captain? Or was it Rafinha? It was Forshaw. I couldn't remember the captain's name. Yes, absolutely. I couldn't remember mid-tackle either. Memory is a myth. That's absolutely a booking. And we got a chance here. No, I'd love to pass it to Bruno, but I just know he's going to get insta-tackled. I think that's Bruno anyway, who I saw just there. Alexander's way out right. I'll put it in the left. So I mean, it wasn't insta-tackle, but I knew he was going to get tackled. Fuck off. How is Helder Costa actually usable on FIFA, but he's absolutely dog shit in real life? I suppose Maguire's a similar story, isn't he? Aussie men. There's Rob Baraghi here. Pardon! What's going on with my game? Right, let's back up a second. Aussie man does all the work. I've laid it across on a plate to Nunez, who has shot. I've not pressed anything. It must have caught my LB. I must have caught the chip. I don't know what they're doing there. Free corner for us. I don't know what happened with Nunez there, man. I must have caught my LB by accident. That's the only real thing to think about it being. Alexander, I'm going to go for Aussie man. To be fair, I did go for Aussie man. They could counter. I've tackled. I've not got the ball. Alright, story of my life. Shaw blocks. Bruno gets absolutely clattered, but he got the ball, to be fair. Doesn't change the fact that Bruno got absolutely clattered, but he did get the ball. How? Donnarumma with a save. How long have we got left? Not long. A minute. Plus injury time. Please aim the ball in the direction that I'm aiming it. Oh. I can't believe this man. He's accidentally scored the winner. Osimhen is trying to feed Darwin Nunez a goal. I should have just taken it on the low with Osimhen, but fucking hell. Nunez is accidentally going to score the last goal of the career mode. Mate, what a fucking story. Darwin Núñez, 13 goals in 18 matches. He's got a great return. I should have used him more, but today has proved why he probably doesn't get used as much as I really should have. He's missed a couple of sitters today. Will we take all 3 points now? Not long left. In the final game of the Manchester United career mode, will we end on a dub? Alexander into Aussie, man. That's not where I found the pass. So, I guess maybe we're not going to get another chance out of this. Bellingham. Núñez. To Fernandes. Back to Núñez. McTominay. Aussie, man. Right, first of all, why have they blown the full-time whistle there? Unless he was offside, which fair enough. Second of all, why didn't that ball go to Bellingham? We end with a victory. An interesting victory, but a victory nonetheless. Darwin Núñez needed to literally be served the ball on the plate to get the winning goal, but the winning goal was got. Full-time scoreline is Manchester United 4, Leeds United 3. What a fucking video game. Honestly hilarious at times, this game. Take a look at the stats. 55 to 45 in terms of possession. 11 shots to 8. 7.8 expected goals to 3. Okay, right. Man of the match goes to probably Ronaldo. Yeah. There's a couple I could have given it to, but man of the match goes to Ronaldo with a brace. 7.6. Kind of laid the foundation for that game, and we should have probably won, but somehow didn't. Or we did win, but somehow didn't win comfortably. Scott McTominay with a goal and a 7.6. He ends his captaincy on a high. A great performance. Victor Osimhen with an assist and a 7.4. Darwin Núñez with a goal and an assist and a 7.3. Finlay Alexander with an assist and a 7. And Lionel Messi with the other assist and a 6.6. As for Leeds, man of the match will go to Helder Costa. It was a banging goal, to be fair. I can't, lie. But notice how there's only 1 assist and there was 3 goals. Do you notice that? 7.6 for Helder Costa and the goal. Bruno Petkovic getting a goal as well from the penalty spot, 7.2. And then Dan James getting the other goal for Leeds United, our former man himself. Bastard. Joe Gelhardt with the assist and a 6.8. And that will do it for this career mode. That was the last game. That's us done with gameplay. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to click off now, if you don't want to know everything about the whole career mode save, like all the league tables, all the cup competitions, just all the stats pretty much, if you don't care about that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this career mode, and I will see you very soon, obviously, for the Euros with Greece, and then we will advance in FIFA 23 with a new career mode. I don't know what it will be yet, but if you're clicking off now, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. If you're staying around for the stats and the whole coverage of the end of the season, we might as well get into it. Liverpool lost 3-0 to Everton. Chelsea drew to Burnley. Fucking hell. It's a good job that the last game didn't matter for anyone, isn't it? Oh, bottled it. I believe Chelsea will get second on goal difference now. But it also means I believe that we are 4 points clear. No, 7 points clear. 6 points clear. I don't remember. Ronaldo got a brace. He kept a good team display in his final game. Got a winner in the last minute. I mean, I know these last keep going to the very last minute. We're not going to give any negativity. It's the last time we will be managing these boys. We might have had a bit of a struggle season this season compared to what I wanted, but we've ended on a high. We've won the Premier League. Scoring goals is what the game's all about. That's pretty much it. If you score goals, you win, don't you? That's kind of football in a nutshell. Well, that is it. I don't know why my rating hasn't gone up because the Premier League season has ended. But up next, it'll be the Euros. 179.6 million for winning the Premier League, and a message from Jadon Sancho. He's happy. He got a bit of game time under his belt. Unfortunately, it'll be the last game time he gets. So we'll sim up to the first Euro game, obviously, and then we'll read over everything. Youth player unsettled. They're just going to have to cancel the contracts, I'm afraid, because we don't have the room, I don't think. I'll try and call as many as I can up. Exactly. We don't have any room. It's full at the inn. Sorry, lads, just have to cancel your contracts or wait until the openings come in. But now we've got to pick the squad for the Euros. Now, Odysseus Vlachodimos is staying in goal, 100%. We don't need 3 goalkeepers, I don't think. We could probably go with 2. Manolas, Tsimikas, Mavropanos, Kalis, Retsos, Giannoulis, Ratsis, Kitsiou, Fortunis, Mantalos, Bakasetas, Solis, Galanopoulos, Verusai, Pavlidis, Chatsigiovannis, Masouras, Duvikas, Yakimakis, and Ionadis. Now, there may be a couple of cuts here. I'm not gonna definitely swap him. I'm just gonna take a look at what we've got on the back burner here. I think we just need to take a little look here. Butchalakis I would like to have, but I think he's going down in overall, so we probably won't have him. Kyriakidou isn't good enough yet. I don't think we've got good centre backs, so no worries. But anything below 70 probably won't get picked. Just want to see what we've kind of got. There's probably only one change I would make. Let's get back to the first page, and that's is Alexandropoulos. What's he saying for CD? We don't have a CDM. We're gonna have Versailles come out and Alexandropoulos come in. Because Solis is a left mid, of course. I believe Bakasetas can play left mid as well. And then we've got left wings. We've got Masouras who can play left wing. Chester Giovannis, I'm pretty sure, can play left wing as well. I think we're going to go with that. That is the Greek Euro squad. Now we continue. They'll probably tell me in due time that they are going to cancel the contracts, which I can't do anything about. That's fine. I would like to have kept Nigel Cock and Yagup Sarr, but we don't have the room. That's just the by and large of it. I don't know when the Euros starts, what date we will have our first group game on. Malone transfer offer. Reading have reached out. They're willing to offer Femi Aziz and an additional 105k for Neil Malone. First of all, I don't want Femi Aziz. I don't want Femi Aziz. Let's negotiate this. They might have the money to pay outright, which is why they're probably offering Femi Aziz. It is a good deal, but we're not going to take a player from me, to be honest. We'll just ask a valuation. We ain't looking for... That's not quite what I wanted. They accepted that. We're happy to let him go, because we're going to be going, so... It's, all players must go apart from the players I like. The youth players must go. If McCann's development schedule, he's hit 88 now. And the remaining youth squad players are looking alright, but it's not going to matter, is it? But McCann will be 88 now, will he? No, he's 87. What? Excuse me. Why haven't you gone to 88? He's close, to be fair. And he'll be there once we've done the Euros, probably. But it doesn't really matter, because we won't be here. I think France are in the Euros, which means if McCann will probably get a call up. When do the Euros start? I'm going to stop my calendar in case it goes into the next season. I didn't realise. Alright, 22nd. Fair enough. We'll start there then. Malone's gone. Plays international duty, of course. We'll have a few of them. Because we're also on international duty. It's the Euros. We start our Euro campaign against Czech Republic when we go on to that. But those are the players that will be leaving. Not that it matters to us, but they'll be leaving on international duty. Deo Upamecano for France. Donny van de Beek for Netherlands. David De Gea and Marc Cucurella for Spain. Marcus Rashford, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Jude Bellingham and Finlay Alexander for England. Gianluigi Donnarumma for Italy. And Scott McTominay for Scotland. Now, before we go any further, just so I don't lose anything at all here, we're going to save over. I'm still going to go over everything. Absolutely everything will be gone over. Leave no stone unturned. But we're going to save over just in case. So, take a look at the news stories first of all and foremost to finish off this season. Ronaldo Nate's brace as Man United grab win over Leeds. Ronaldo got his name on the score sheet for Manchester United in their 4-3 win against Leeds United. Player of the tournament for the Europa League was Balik Wisha for Royal Antwerp. Player of the tournament for the Conference League was Genks Vargas. Valencia have won the Europa League Conference, or Europa Conference League, I should say. Player of the tournament for the Champions League was Fati, and PSG won the Champions League in the end. Kylian Mbappe posing with the trophy. As for this breaking news, everyone has announced their squads. Italy have gone with a very strong squad. Donnarumma will probably start in goal, but they aren't fucking around with some of their choices. Spain are going to go with David De Gea, which is smart. Respect it. Netherlands have picked Donny van de Beek. That's how good Van de Beek is, by the way. They've managed to get him so good that he gets picked for the Netherlands squad again. PSG are the Champions League winners. We'll read that in a moment because I do want to read that. But Premier League Player of the Month for the final month of the season. Foden and Manchester City. Tchouaméni, Everton. Jesus, Manchester City. And Ben Yedder for Everton. And Gabriel Jesus got his second one in a row. And he was actually insane for Manchester City. He didn't score past us, I don't think. But he was insane for Manchester City. So Parc des Princes. Oh, hold on. They're playing at home then. Paris are playing at home. That's not fair. Parc des Princes played host to an astonishingly powerful display from Paris Saint-Germain, who emerged victorious over Liverpool with a 4-2 win, and saw Mbappe leading the celebrations after the final whistle. The fans in Paris are getting ready to give the squads a hero's welcome home, as an enthralling journey to the climax of the tournament was rewarded for more silverware to find room for in the club's trophy cabinet. PSG's conquest of Europe for the first time in the club's history sees them join an elite group of only 42 teams. But also, PSG don't need to get heroes welcome home because they're already at home. They played it in their own stadium. Yeah, I don't know why Kavanaugh said no to Vizela, but Team Aber. What? I don't really know. Werner could go to Man City. Werner just moves everywhere in his career mode, honestly, it's mental. Started at Chelsea, I believe it was Atletico. And now he's at Inter. I might be wrong about the Atletico part, that might have been a different career mode. But anyway, those are the news stories. I think we've looked at everything. Dominant Manchester United nail Premier League title. Oh, I forgot to read this one. After performing to a consistently high level all season, Manchester United can now celebrate after lifting the Premier League title. It was with one game to spare, but we're not going to the whys and wherefores. Nobody can argue they haven't been the best team throughout the campaign. Their triumph is deserved reward for hard work and captivating football. Nothing about Greece having their squad announced. No, only the big countries. No England either. Who have France taken? Deo, probably. Some of these squads are ridiculous. It's going to be difficult. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised in Tip Benzema in the France squad because he was quite poor for us. So taking a look now at all the competitions. This is going to be the long haul. So as we load in, Premier League, Manchester United victorious by, in the end, 7 points, which is a bit mental because at one point I didn't think we'd even win it at all. So we win the Premier League title on 86 points. 26 wins, 8 draws, 4 defeats, 104 goals scored, 50 conceded. Not too shabby. The goal scoring was always going to be good for us. Defensively, we weren't too bad either. Better than usual. As for the rest of the table, Chelsea finished second on goal difference. Man City finished third, and Liverpool finished fourth on goal difference. Man City got third by a goal, and Liverpool bottled it on the final day to Everton. They finished fourth. So all those remaining teams on 79 points, 7 goals separating second and fourth, and 1 goal separating Chelsea and Manchester City. But we have cleared that. I didn't think Chelsea would bottle it as bad as they did. But oh my god, have they. And I'm not complaining at all. Absolutely overjoyed by that news. As for Arsenal, they finished 5th. West Ham finished 6th. That could be Europe. I'm not sure how it works. Leicester 7th. That still could be Europe. Spurs 8th. Even that could still be Europe. It depends on the winners of the trophies. The domestic trophies, that is. 9th is Aston Villa, and to complete the top half, it will be Wolves, who finished 10th. Into the bottom half now, 11th is Brighton, 12th is Newcastle, 13th is Burnley, 14th is Crystal Palace, 15th is Leeds United, 16th is Everton, who got a massive Merseyside derby win on the last day, so they'll be happy how they finished the season, even if they didn't do well throughout the whole season. 17th is Bournemouth. Now, I don't know if there's ever been a team that survived on 34 points, but fair play if you have. But the relegation zone, Southampton 18th on 25 points, 19th West Brom on 24 points, and 20th Sheffield United on 23 points. Looking at the Community Shield, who won that at the start of the season? It was us, of course it was. I forgot about that, to be honest, until now. So we actually got another trophy. We beat Liverpool 5-3 in that. FA Cup goes to, I know who it is already, but who did they beat? They beat Wolves 3-1. Manchester City victorious in that domestic competition. We got knocked out, I believe, in the round of 16, 4-3 against Liverpool. As for the Carabao Cup, it was won by Arsenal, who beat Brighton at 2-1 in the final. Great run from Brighton, to be fair. And guess who we got knocked out by? Who did we get knocked out by? Wait, who did we get knocked out by? Oh, we got knocked out by Leeds at the start of the season. Yeah, we had a poor performance against Leeds. The squad was still gelling together. That's my excuse. 4-1 loss to Leeds in the third round of the Carabao Cup. We'd already won it the year before as well. Borussia Dortmund won the Super Cup at the start of the season. Of course, Manchester City Champions League winners last year. Borussia Dortmund Europa League winners last year. 2-1 win for the Yellow Submarine. That's Villarreal. I don't know what they called Dortmund. Champions League winners, we already saw it, but we'll take a look anyway. Liverpool losing out to Paris Saint-Germain in the final 4-2. We got knocked out in the quarterfinals to guess who? Liverpool, in what was an interesting 2 legs. A 9-5 aggregate for Liverpool. Don't look into it too much, alright? Don't look into it too much. That was the reason that Donnarumma wasn't starting anymore, alright? Europa League will be won by, I believe, I didn't say, no, conference with Villarreal. It was Roma who beat Fiorentina in an all-Italian final, 1-0. I'm not going to go into in depth. We'll take a look back. Wolves got to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, losing out to Fiorentina. And Chelsea were in the Europa League, but got knocked out by Roma in the quarterfinals. As for the UEFA Conference League, then we know Valencia won it over Nice. But let's take a look at their route to the final. Beat Basel, beat Aze. Lazio took out Spurs. I love when Spurs lose, it's funny. Just because my friend supports them. But anyway, Dundee United were also in Europa League at one point, or Europa Conference. As for the Euros, we already know what the groups are there, but for anyone who didn't see last episode, these will be the groups. We are in a group with Germany, Czech Republic, and Finland in Group A. Group B is nearly all the home nations. It's Netherlands, England, Wales, and Scotland. Group C is France, Northern Ireland, Austria, and Poland. And Group D, D for death, by the way, because it's Belgium, Spain, Denmark, and Italy. And then, of course, it was the Euro qualifiers. I guess we can look back at that as well. I did say leave no stone unturned. That being said, I have clicked A and the game's taking forever to load. So, but yeah, leaving no stone unturned. The European Championship qualifiers. We topped our group. 5 wins, 2 draws, and a loss. We came in after 2 games, I believe, and we were on 4 points at that point. The loss was against Sweden because we quick simmed it because we're already through, I believe. Or did we jump in? I don't remember. Either way, those were the results. I'm not going to... You can pause them if you want to see them. I'm not going to go in depth. We're just looking at our qualification here. France also go through with us. Sweden, Romania, and Ukraine don't make the grade. So, this is where we take a look at... Before we go into all of it, actually, we're going to take a look at top scorers, because I usually forget to do this. So, top scorers for the Euro qualifiers was Jakub Makis. He outscored Mbappe. But Premier League, this is how the top scorers looked. I'm going to read the top 5 and then any Manchester United players because it's our team. So, Gabriel Jesus scoring 26 and 37 for Manchester City. Luis Diaz coming in second with 24 and 36 for Liverpool. Brighton have Simak getting 22 and 37 for them. Son with 19 and 38 for Spurs. And Calvert-Lewin in 5th with 19 and 35 for Arsenal. Osimhen getting 15 and 30 for us. Alexander getting 14 and 37. And probably the most amazing figure and best figure on this list. Nunez getting 13 and 18. Definitely probably deserved more showcasing this season. Didn't get as much as he should have had. Jude Bellingham 12 and 36. Marcus Rashford 11 and 34. Ronaldo double figures in just 21 appearances as well. And a great season all around. I don't see Salah, who was up near the top, so I'm assuming he's been sold. Oh no, he's there. I'm blind. 17 and 38 for Mo Salah. As for assists then, Osimhen takes the assist golden boot. 17 assists from the Nigerian with 30 appearances. Fernandes with 15 and 32. Alexander with 14 and 37. Kane gets in there with 11 and 38 for Tottenham Hotspur. And Carlson gets in there for Wolves with 11 and 38. Rashford with 10 and 34. Nunez with 8 and 18. Bellingham with 7 and 36. Ronaldo with 6 and 21. Van der Beek with 5 and 27. And that will do it. As for clean sheets, the Golden Glove will be shared by Edouard Mendy and Ederson of course, Chelsea and Manchester City. David De Gea, 7 clean sheets in 17 appearances. Gianluigi Donnarumma, 3 clean sheets in 21 appearances. And of course, I didn't read the top 5 like I said I was going to. Pope, Pickford and Alisson with 8 clean sheets apiece in this career mode. So, fair play to them. Yellow cards, Erdegaard getting the most, joint most with 7 alongside Bremer. Brozovic with 6. Roger with 5 and Chilwell with 5. We've also got a few others with 5. McAllister, Pedri and Livramento. As for red cards, the only player got 2 red cards this season was Lewis. He got 2 red cards for Newcastle United in 32 matches. Everyone else on the list with 1. Hummels with 1 for Spurs. I know that one because he got it against us. Koulibaly for Aston Villa. Van Dijk for Liverpool. Trigueros for Everton. And you can read the rest. I'm not reading all of them. It's too many. Lingard getting 1 inside 7 matches is quite poor discipline. And Tella with 1 in 9 for Southampton. I believe that might have been against us as well, if I remember correctly. Top scorers in the Community Shield. There you go. I'm not going to talk about these too much. You can see them. We're just going to quickly hover over them. Because it's really the Premier League we care about the most. If you want to pause and have a look, then go for it, I suppose. We're just quickly scanning through. And then the Carabao will scan through again. Chris Wood getting the most goals. And goal scoring the same amount as Son up the Bradford City. Benzema getting 1 assist in 1 game. He somehow got involved in the leaderboard. Somehow got involved somewhere. Fair play to him. Don't give up your dreams, I suppose. Yellow cards. And red cards. I'm not going to do it. Should I do it for the continental competitions? I guess we will. Salah joint top with Jesus. Jesus was scoring everywhere, man. Fucking hell. Alright, yeah. Well, fair play. Jesus is ridiculous. Rashford got 5 for us when we were in there. And Alexander got 4. Along with Fernandes getting 4 as well. Fernandes got most assists. Ronaldo getting 4. Van der Beek getting 3. Rashford getting 3. Bellingham and Nunez getting 3. And Alexander getting 3 as well. Clean sheets, I don't think will be in here. We might have had 1 with Donnarumma. We did have 1 with Donnarumma. Yellow cards go to Jorginho. And he plays PSG now. I forgot about that. Keep forgetting that some of these players have moved. And then for red cards, it's Trejo. And then Europa League. I don't really care too much about Europa League because we weren't in it. Paqueta looks like he did really well for Napoli. Pogba also at Napoli. I forgot about that, but I realised we swapped Pogba and money to get Aussie men in the first place. Best deal I've ever done. Brereton Diaz plays for fucking Leon. Fucking hell. Jeez. Right, well, conference as well. Might as well go for it all. I pressed RT whenever the game wants to register that. Harry Kane, joint top scorer with Sunset. Nice had a really good campaign in the Europa Conference. Luis Alberto, highest assists. Linder and Strebinger, joint highest clean sheets. Luis in there with 2. Yellow cards. And reds. Tony plays for Valencia. Oh, his career has turned around a lot. I think that's everything in it. So, let's get in to all the other leagues. And then we'll finish off with a scout report for our own players, a whole squad report. And of course, if we forget, we've got a couple of episodes to be able, well, we've got the next episode to be able to do it in because we're doing the Euros, so we don't have to sim till season 4, which we won't be doing, but we'll sim till next season, till after the Euros anyway. So, if we mess up and forget something in this episode, I can always do it next episode. So, Boca Juniors winning the Argentinian league by 12 points. River Plate, I'm going to read all the teams that have little marks on the side, by the way. The green, orange, and yellow. Or, sorry, green, orange, and purple. And then I'm going to read the relegation sides as well, or bottom 3 if it doesn't show. So, that's the context of this. So Boca Juniors, like I said, winning the league. River Plate, Independiente, Argentinos Juniors, Racing Club, Talleres, and Vélez Sarsfield are in the top 7. I don't know how the Argentinian league works. Rosario Central, Colón, Godoy Cruz, Estudiantes, San Lorenzo, Lanús complete the top 13. I'm assuming they go into like a mini league or something, or some kind of tournament. Bottom 3 is Patronato, Platense, and Central Cordoba. For the A-League, Melbourne Victory top that. I don't know if the end of the season is there for them yet, but they're topping it right now with 48 points. Melbourne City, 3 points behind on 45 points. Sydney, Western United, Newcastle Jet, and Wellington Phoenix all getting the top 6. Bottom 3, Central Coast, Brisbane Roar, and Adelaide United. For the Austrian Bundesliga, Red Bull Salzburg top that with 2 points over SK Sturm Graz. Altak, Wolfsberger, I should say, LASK, and Rapid Vienna are in the top 6 for that league, which means Europe for some of them. I don't know how it works. Amrawacker, WSG, Tirol, and Austria Klagenfurt are the bottom 3 in Austria. As for Belgium, the 1A Pro League, Club Brugge complete another season where I think they've won the Belgian league by an absolute country mile. 24 points clear of anyone else. 30 wins out of 34. Fucking hell. Royal Antwerp, Anderlecht, and Ghent complete the top 4 for that league. And the bottom 3 are Serang, Eupen, and Beerschot. As for the Liga do Brasil, Atletico Mineiro, they're still starting the season, or still going, I guess. Atletico Mineiro currently top of the table with Fluminense, Grêmio, Santos, and Atletico Gio in the top 5. Chiara, Internacional, Chapecoense, and Fortaleza complete the top 9. And in the bottom 3 is Atletico PR, Bahia, and Cuiabá. And I feel a little bit bad, so I'm going to mention them. Juventude in 10th. They're the only team that didn't get mentioned there. Chinese Super League then. As for that, Shandong Taishan top at the moment on goal difference with Shanghai Port, Dalian Pro, and Chongqing LG Athletic in the top 4. As we read down to the bottom 3, it is Changchun, Yatai, Qingdao FC, and Hebei FC. Up next, we've got the Danish Superliga. Midtjylland topped that by a point with Copenhagen right in there behind them. Aalborg, Brøndby, Aarhus, and Randers complete the top 6. Some European football for some of those teams. Again, no idea how it works. Viborg, Silkeborg, and Odense finishing the bottom 3. As for the Championship, I know how this works because I'm an English Leagues merchant. Watford and Fulham come back up automatically, and it will be one of Reading, Brentford, Norwich, or Nottingham Forest to return to the Premier League. We won't know who because we'll never find out. As we read down, though, these are the teams that finish in these certain positions, and in the relegation zone, it will be Luton, Ipswich, and Sheffield Wednesday returning to League One. And the fact that Luton drew 20 of their games and still went down is a bit mad. The fact they only won 5 has probably not helped them at all. League One. Blackpool win League One to regain promotion to the Championship. Hull will go up with them automatically, and one of Peterborough, Derby, Portsmouth and Wigan will also go up to that next league. Sunderland missing out on goal difference to the playoffs. That's got to be a bit heartbreaking. Taking a look at the relegation zone, and it is Accrington, Cheltenham, Leyton Orient and Newport County that will return to the 4th division of English football. In the 4th division of English football, Fleetwood win the League 2 title. Going up with them will be Shrewsbury and Cambridge United. Colchester, Forest Green, Harrogate and Morecambe make playoffs. One of them will also advance. Reading down the table, are Bradford City in League 2 still? Okay. Anyway, if there was a National League in this game, it would be Crawley and Tranmere that would go down. But I'm very disappointed with 19th for Bradford City. That is heartbreaking. What's going on there then? The Ligue 2 for France. Nîmes Olympique will get promotion alongside EST AC Troyes. They're, well, even second place is 20 points ahead of the third place team Ajaccio. FCSM Dijon will also be in line for playoffs, I believe. Again, I don't know how it works. Relegation would go to Valenciennes, Pau, and AS Nancy-Lorraine, or Nancy-Lorraine probably. Nancy-Lorraine, I don't know how to pronounce it. For the Ligue 1 Uber Eats, it is another League title for Paris Saint-Germain, but it's a bit closer than what you'd expect. Only 5 points clear ahead of Monaco. Marseille as well, getting possible Champions League football. Stade Rennais will go into the Europa League, and Lyon will go into the Europa Conference League. Top 5 selected. As for the bottom 3 that will get relegated to Liga and Uber Eats is Metz, Toulouse, and Clermont-Foot, 63. I know it won't be 63, but I don't remember 63 in French. Now, we've got to Bundesliga 2 here, but we're actually going to Bundesliga 3 first. With Rostock winning that, going up alongside Ingolstadt. Kaiserslautern will be in the relegation or promotion playoff, whatever you want to call it, to see if they will go up. And if there was a relegation zone on this game, the teams going down would be Havelse, Turk Gucci, and SC Verl. Now we will go to the second Bundesliga. We've got Schalke, Bielefeld going up. Hamburger will play in that promotion/relegation playoff to get up to the Bundesliga. And in the bottom end of things, Pauli will be the team. St. Pauli will be the team to play Kaiserslautern. Erzgebirge? I don't know how you pronounce that. I've absolutely effed that one up. And 1860 München will all go down. As for the Bundesliga itself, it will be Bayern Munich to win that one. 5 points clear of closest rivals Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich will qualify for Champions League. I don't know how European competitions work in the Bundesliga, but Borussia Dortmund, Leverkusen, Mönchengladbach, Leipzig and Frankfurt all seem to be involved in some capacity. So there you go. As for the relegation zone, Werder Bremen will be in the other relegation playoff against a team that I've forgotten who came third already. Union Berlin and Dusseldorf will be relegated. As for the Indian League, the Hero ISL, ATK Mohan Bagan will win the league by 8 points. Bangalore, Jamshedpur and Kerala Blasters will be the top 4. As the bottom 3, FC Goa, Hyderabad and Odisha will be the bottom 3. As for the Serie A, the only Italian league in the game for this year, in FIFA 23, I believe Serie B is back. Piemonte Calcio will be the winners of the league. 6 points clear of closest rivals Napoli, who came second. Bergamo Calcio, of course Atalanta that is, and Inter will confirm Champions League spots. AC Milan will go into Europa League and Lazio will go into Europa Conference League, with Roma and Fiorentina, interestingly, missing out. And those are the 2 teams that were in the final of the Europa League, I believe. Which is probably why their domestic season maybe suffered a bit. But the bottom 3 are Spezia, Salernitana and Venezia. The Meiji Yasuda J1. Kashima Antlers winning the league there. Yokohama FM and Cerezo Osaka will be the top 3. Tokyo, of course, will be involved as well because I read the top 4. And looking at the bottom 3, it will be Yokohama FC, Sagan Tosu, and Oita Trinita that will go down. K-League 1, Yeonbuk Hyundai win the league there by 4 points over Hyundai rivals Ulsan. Jeju United, Suwon Samsung, Gangwon FC, and Daegu FC are the top 6. Bringing down the bottom 3 is Suwon FC, Gwangju FC, and Incheon United. As for the Mexican League, I never understand how this works. So, in the Apertura of the Mexican League, Monterrey are top of that by a point ahead of Guadalajara. Santos Laguna, Leon, Tijuana, America, Tigres. Have they all got lines next to them? Okay, no, never mind. There's a top 12, I guess. Tigres, Pumas, Cruz Azul, Juarez, Toluca, and Mazatlan are in that green bar area. Puebla, Atletico de San Luis, and Querétaro, the bottom 3. As for the Clausura, I still don't know how it works. America come top of that. I think you combine. I don't know if you combine the points together. I don't fucking know, man. It's confusing. America have won the second part of the season. Tigres and Monterrey, Leon, Santos Laguna, Guadalajara, Pachuca, Toluca, Tijuana, Atlas, Cruz Azul, and Juarez are the top 12 there. Pumas, Puebla, Atletico de San Luis, Querétaro, Mazatlan, and Necaxa complete that. That's the most confusing league. I need to do a Mexican league career mode at some point, just so I can understand how it works. Ajax top the Eredivisie by 4 points ahead of AZ Alkmaar, with Feyenoord and PSV complete the top 4. I believe the top 2 will get Champions League, and 3rd and 4th get Conference. Couldn't be 100% on that. What I do know is the bottom 3 are Valvik, Sparta Rotterdam, and Fortuna Sittard. The Eliteserien in Norway, Rosenborg come top, Molde in 2nd, and Bodo Glimt in 3rd. I believe their season is still continuing though, but Rosenborg sit top by 6 points currently. As for the relegation zone, Sarpsborg, Mjøndalen, and Sandefjord are the bottom 3. As the Polish Ekstraklasa, I will mess up all these pronunciations, so if you're Polish, maybe click off. Legia Warsaw are the league leaders currently. I think their season actually ended. They've won the league by 5 points. Lech Gdansk and Lech Poznan will get European football in some kind of capacity. And the bottom 3 is Warlak Poznan, Radomiak Radom, and Brookbet. It's not as hard as I thought it would be, to be fair. As for the Liga NOS, or the Liga Portugal as it's called in this game, Porto lead that by 8 points. They've won the league by 8 points, I should say, over closest rivals, Sporting. Benfica and Braga will have European football in some capacity as well to close out the top 4. As the bottom 3, Estoril, Praia, Aruca, and CD Tondela will be the bottom 3. As for the Irish League, the SSE, Airtricity PD, St. Pat's win that league by 2 points over Sligo Rovers and Derry City in 3rd. Those will be the European clubs potentially. Drogheda United, Longford Town, and Finn Hearts will be the bottom 3 of Ireland. As for the Romanian League, FCSB win the league by 5 points out of closest rivals Craiova in 2nd. Cluj, Rapid, UTA Arad, and Farol Constanța. I don't know how it works in Romania, but those are the teams with the lines next to them. So those are the teams I'm reading. Bottom 3 are Academica, Arges, and Gaz Metan. As for the MBS Pro League in Saudi Arabia, Al Hilal win the league by a point over closest rivals Al Nasser, Al Ali, Al Shabab, Al Faya, and Al Ittihad complete the top 6, with the bottom 3 being Al Tai, Al Fateh, and Al Hazem. As for the Scottish League, we know what we want to see here, and we see exactly what we want here. Celtic winning the league, the Cinch Prem, 7 points clear of closest rivals Rangers, who are in 2nd place. I'm surprised that it was so close between 2nd and 3rd, though, only at 9 points. And I think 2 teams go down. I might be wrong, but Livingston definitely going down. I can tell you that firsthand. I don't know about St Johnstone, and I don't know about Dundee. It's my home country, and I don't know how the league works. The Liga Santander, the Premier League, or the Liga Santander winners are Barcelona, 3 points clear of Real Madrid, with Villarreal and Valencia completing the top 4. Atletico Madrid and Sevilla will also have European football in some capacity. I'm surprised Atletico came 5th, but it's a 5-point or 6-point gap between 5th and 1st. So it's a very close run thing in the La Liga Santander. As for the relegated teams, Mallorca, Eibar, and Cadiz will all be relegated. La Liga Smartbank, however, Valladolid return to La Liga alongside Malaga, who come second by just a point. One of Girona, Rayo Vallecano, Real Zaragoza, and CD Tenerife will be back up into La Liga. And the bottom 3 in the La Liga Smartbank, Alcorcon, Burgos, and Fuenlabrada. The Allsvenskan in Sweden. Malmo lead that currently. I don't know if they're midway through the season, but they lead it by 2 points over Norrköping and Elfsborg. Top 3 in Sweden. As for the bottom 3, Varberg's boys, Mjällby IAF and Halmstad BK are the bottom 3. I don't know how to say Varberg's second part. I just say it's Varberg's boys because it looks like boys. It's probably BOIS or something. I don't know what exactly it is. Alright, don't yell at me. The Swiss League. Speaking of boys, young boys win that league by a gargantuan 34 points over closest rivals Zurich. Talk about a Farmers League, by the way. Servette complete the top 3. As the bottom 3 in Switzerland is Lucerne, Lausanne Sport, and Lugano. As for Turkish League, Fenerbahce complete the Turkish League victory by 17 points. Besiktas in second. They will get Champions League football. Trabzonspor in third will get Europa League. Galatasaray and Başakşehir will get Europa Conference, I believe, is how that is looking on the tablet. Alanyaspor, Giresunspor, and Yeni Malatyaspor are the bottom 3. And in the MLS, we know that's mid-season. LAFC currently sit top, undefeated, with a game in hand over New England. I believe the top 7 go into a playoff kind of tournament, if I remember correctly. Sounders, Orlando City, Portland Timbers, Columbus Crew, and Houston Dynamo are the top 7 right now. And at the bottom 3 of the MLS, we've got FC Dallas, Inter Miami, and Austin FC. That will conclude all the leagues. Now, take a quick look at the team stats in just the Premier League. I'm not really caring too much about everyone else. I just want to see what the top scores were for each thing. Ryan Christie for Bournemouth. Top scorer was Ryan Christie. Top assister was Brian Brobby. As for Arsenal, top goal scorer was Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Top assister, Martin Ødegaard. For Aston Villa, top goal scorer was Maximiliano Gomez. Top assister was also Maximiliano Gomez. He carried Villa on his back this season. Brighton Hove Albion, Abdallah Sima. Oh my God, I've never seen a carry like this. Sima getting 22. The next highest goal scorer for Brighton was either Bebu, Bentancur, Caicedo, or Alanga. They only got 3. And assists, Sima as well. I don't think I've maybe seen a one-person carry more than that. Jesus Christ. No wonder they finished 11th. If the team were firing all cylinders, they could have got top 4. For Burnley, Roger, top goal scorer with 12. Top assister was Florian Grillitsch with 5. As for Chelsea, top goal scorer was Kai Havertz with 12. Reece James, the right wing back, was the second highest goal scorer. And I know it looks like there hasn't been a lot of goals here, but there's been big departures from some goal scorers. Broja and Kroos had a lot of Chelsea goals before they left, which is why it looks a bit weird on this list. But at the end, King Kai gets the top scorers with Reece James top assister for Chelsea. As for Crystal Palace, it looks like Odsonne Edouard, the only man to reach double figures. He got 10 for his club, and he was the top goal scorer. Top assist was also Edouard with just 4 assists. As for Everton, top goal scorer goes to Wissam Ben Yedder. There wasn't a lot of goals going around Everton this season, but Ben Yedder hitting 9 assists was Demarai Gray with 4. As for Leeds, Tyler Roberts with 8 goals and 2 assists for this season. Top assister, however, was Rafinha with 5 assists. Not really as much of an output as you'd expect from Rafinha. the way he is right now in his career mode. As for Leicester, man of the match, top scorer goes to Patson Daka. They had some big departures in Season 2 and they've really brought it back. They've brought some big signings in and they've done really well to get possible Europe this season. Not 100% yet on Europe for them. Top assist was Ronaldo Cabrice, who gets 6 assists. Top scorer for Liverpool, Luis Diaz with 24 goals. And I believe top assister was the same man with 8 assists. Fair play. Sadio Mane only get 12 appearances, which is mad. That Luis Diaz is keeping Sadio at the team. Manchester City, top goal scored by an absolute margin was Gabriel Jesus with 26 goals. And I think he's joint top assister, Phil Foden. 5 assists between Gabriel Jesus and Phil Foden. As for the best team in the Premier League, top goal scorer in the end was Victor Osimhen with 15 goals, but they were shared about quite nicely this season. There wasn't really any top goal scorer, as you can see. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. As for the top assister, it was also Victor Osimhen with 17. Bruno comes in with 15 assists, though. That's not too bad. Good numbers. We'll go in depth with ours in a little bit when we do the squad report. Top goal scorers for Newcastle, Joe Linton, 12 goals. Top goal scorer for Newcastle, also joint top assister alongside Bruno Guimaraes, 5 apiece for those boys. Sheffield United's top goal scorer in their relegation campaign was Fedor Chalov with 10 goals, hit double figures at least, and Chalov also getting 4 assists. I don't know why they didn't use Jebison more. He got 8 goals in 13. Could have probably maybe pulled someone off for them. As for Southampton, man of the match, top goal scorer for them was Davy Selke, who started off the season so well. I don't know if he got injured or what, but he really fell off towards the end of it. Top assist goes to Ennis Bardi with 5. As for Tottenham Hotspur, top goal scorer was Heung-min Son with 19 goals, and the top assister was Harry Kane with 11 assists. As for West Brom, their top goal scorer, you can pick out the 3. Yusuf Demir, Carl Grant or Daryl Dike, 6 goals for each of them, but the assists you can't pick from, as it is Yusuf Demir that ends on 5 assists. As for West Ham United, top goal scorer looks like it was Nikola Vlasic with 11 goals, which is kind of surprising because he had Asmoon, who only started 9 games. Who did they start as striker then? I have no idea, whatever. Man, 11 goals for Vlasic anyway. 5 assists for him as well. And the final team, Jesper Karlsson getting the most goals for Wolves with 10 goals and the most assists, of course, with 11 assists. I'm surprised Griezmann didn't get up there, but I suppose maybe he signed in January. It looks like he signed in January by his stats. But that is going to do that for that. Right. Anything I'm trying to forget, trying to remember everything. I'm trying not to forget anything. So let's take a look at the squad report then for this season. Of course, we'll go over growth very, very soon, but stats first. Most appearances for Manchester United this season. I can already tell you who it is. It is exactly that man, Scott McTominay. 51 appearances, the captain himself. Did he start every Premier League game? He played every Premier League game in some capacity anyway. Jude Bellingham on 49, Finlay Alexander on 48, Marcus Rashford on 43. And as we read down, I'll just scroll down to like it's a 0, obviously. And you can see how many appearances each player got. Some of these players, of course, moved in January. Some of these players were just used for that one Carabao Cup game, FA Cup game, whatever. Top goal scorer overall in all competitions was Finlay Alexander. 22 goals from him this season. Victor Osimhen with 20. Darwin Núñez with 17. Jude Bellingham with 17. Marcus Rashford with 16. Bruno Fernandes with 13. Cristiano Ronaldo with 12. Lionel Messi with 8, Benzema with 7, Van de Beek with 7, and we'll just scroll through the rest here. Sancho's last season kind of got fucked over a little bit, to be fair. And as for assists, it was Bruno Fernandes who got the most assists combined, 22 assists for him. I feel a bit bad for Victor Osimhen because he's come close in both things here. He's got 41 goal contributions in 36 games, which I was saying at the start of the season he wasn't playing as good because he wasn't scoring as much, but he told me to shut up because he was just creating instead this season. 22 assists for Bruno Fernandes, 21 for Osimhen, 17 for Alexander, 14 for Rashford, 12 for Núñez, 12 for Bellingham. It's the same usual suspects getting involved. Scott McTominay, despite 51 appearances, got 3 goals, 6 assists. He wasn't really, though, a goal-scoring player. He was more of a setting it up, kind of controlling the defence, and he was very, very good. A world-class player. Benzema was hit and miss, but I'm glad I got him, to be fair, just for that extra option. I can't complain. So taking a look at development then, in terms of overall, we'll go from highest overall to lowest overall. Gianluigi Donnarumma has gone up 1 from 91 to 92. Bruno Fernandes has gone up 1 from 90 to 91. Victor Osimhen has gone up 3 from 88 to 91. Marcus Rashford has gone up 3 from 87 to 90. David De Gea has stayed at an 88. Achraf Hakimi has gone up 1 from an 87 to an 88. Scott McTominay has gone up 3 from an 85 to an 88. Finlay Alexander has gone up 5 from an 83 to an 88. Jadon Sancho has gone down 1 from an 89 to an 88, but that is due to injury, so we're not going to hold it against him. David Meccano has stayed at an 87 rated. Donny van de Beek has gone up 2 from an 84 to an 86. Josko Gvardiol has gone up 1 from an 85 to an 86. Luke Shaw has gone up 1 from an 84 to an 85. Marc Cucurella has gone up 1 from an 84 to an 85. Lionel Messi has gone up 2 from an 87 to an 85, but that is because he's turned 36 now. Nusair Mazraoui, I probably pronounced that wrong, got 1 from an 84 to an 85. Darwin Nunez has gone up 2 from an 83 to an 85. Jude Bellingham's gone up 1 from an 83 to an 84. Harry Maguire has gone up 1 from an 83 to an 84. Maxence Lacroix has gone up 2 from an 80 to an 82. Cristiano Ronaldo has gone down 4 actually, from an 85 to an 81. But of course, he is getting on in age. He's 39 now. Karim Benzema gone down 4 as well, from an 85 to an 81. Facundo Palestra gone up 3 from a 76 to a 79. Amad Diallo's gone up 5 from a 72 to a 77. Rudolph Mali has gone up 4 from a 73 to 77. He's looking very fucking good. If I was in long-term career mode, he'd definitely be involved in some capacity. Rennie Moller got up 1 from a 75 to a 76. I've just realised as well, Rudolph Mali might come against him against Czech Republic in our group stage of the Euros. Yusuf Makoko got up 3 from a 73 to a 76. Ethan Laird remaining at 76. Ted Nmengi got up 2 from a 72 to a 74. Deshaun Bernard got up 1 from a 72 to a 73. Hannibal Mabry got up 2 from a 70 to a 72. Johan Sepp got up 4 from a 68 to a 72. Jan Kuk got up 5 from a 65 to a 70. German Diaz got up 1 from a 68 to a 69. Lembit Susar got up 4 from a 65 to a 69. Lembit Sar got up 3 from a 66 to a 69. Ricky Sepp got up 3 from a 66 to a 69. Patrick Bradshaw got up 1 from a 68 to a 69. Neil Malone got up 1 from a 67 to a 68. Reggie Stewart got up 2 from a 65 to a 67. Ezra Blake got up 2 from a 65 to a 67. Callum Taylor gone up 2 from a 65 to 67. Joel Newman gone up 3 from a 63 to a 66. James Kavanagh got 3 actually from a 63 to a 66. Christian Viding gone up 4 from a 62 to a 66. Carter Jeffrey has remained at 66. Arjun Cabin has gone up 4 from a 61 to a 65. Arthur Wheel has gone up 4 from a 61 to a 65. Jasper Ball's gone up 3 from a 58 to a 61, and Jaden Cairns has gone up 3 from a 58 to a 61. As you can see, some of these, though, are about to that next overall, and they may do it while we're doing the Euros. So there you go as well. And the top value player, Victor Osimhen, I already know it because I looked at it not long ago off screen. He is worth £127 million. Now, if I was continuing the career mode, of course, it would end up being Finlay Alexander because he's 88 rated at 20 years of age. He's 116.5 million. We've got 6 players worth over 100 million. Rashford 114, Bruno 111, Donnarumma 103, and Jadon Sancho 102. There's still some mad players here. Whoever thought Scott McTominay would be worth 74 million. The fact that I could probably bump up to about 90 million in the negotiation and get rid of McTominay for about 90 million is a mental fucking thing. Donny van de Beek as well. He is very good now. He would go for quite a bit. Those are my two. I've got 3 success stories, really, in my opinion, from the initial team, which is McTominay, Van de Beek, and we're yet to see the final one. Luke Shaw's come along very well. He's not the success story, but he has done very well at his club, and he's stuck around for the duration. Jude Bellingham still there. I forgot we have a selling clause for him. Let's not sell Jude Bellingham. The other success story, and I know his value will have gone down because of his age purely, but Harry Maguire, he has been a fucking brilliant player. If you told me at the start of season 1 that Harry Maguire would have been so good as he was, I'd have laughed at you and called you a liar. Now, initially, he wasn't going to stay here for the duration. I was going to sell him. But the problem was that Juventus got Varane's release clause. And that is why Varane isn't here. I'd like to do a where are they now kind of thing, but I don't remember all the players. I'll maybe do that off screen and have it for the Euros, like a where are they now for Manchester United as well.
try and track down every player we had. Because that could be quite fun, but I don't remember everyone. I'm just going to go for a couple of names, right, just now, might as well, just now, that I remember off the top of my head. First one was, of course, Varane. He's probably still at Juventus. He's won the Serie A over there, if he's still there. Varane, yeah, he's at Juventus, 86 rated, still having a good career. Tony Marshall is another one I want to look at, another one I'm really interested in. One maybe I should have kept around. Maybe not. He's only stayed at 81. He's now at Marseille. He's still quite good, but he's not really grown. Who else? Lindelof. I'm just trying to think of names off the top of my head. Not really sold incredible amounts of players, to be fair. Lindelof is at Leverkusen. Did I sell him there? I don't know if I sold him there. Of course, the biggest probably I wouldn't say mistake, but the biggest regret maybe. Anthony Elanga, 88 rated at 22 years of age now at Brighton. Didn't really perform for them this season, but he would be a weapon if I was to bring him back. I'm not going to because the season's the career was done, but mental. Who else? Who else do we need to think of? Alex Telles knows at Brighton. Brandon Williams knows at Brighton. There's not really a lot of players I sold. Oh, Fred, yeah. How's Fred doing? Maybe I won't do it in the Euros. Maybe I'll just do it here and try and get as many as I can. Fiorentina, he's still 80 rated. He hasn't changed rating at all. And he's still doing quite well because he was in the Europa League final. I can't remember who won that between Fiorentina and Roma. Who else? Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. Wan-Bissaka is at Napoli. He's playing with another man I'm going to check in a second just to see if he's still there. 81 rated. He's doing all right. Not too shabby. Second place for him. Who else? Dalot. Diogo Dalot. Where is he at right now? He's at Fiorentina. They've all just seemed to go to Italy. They've all just buggered off to Italy. And there's one more man I'd like to check after I've checked Pogba. If there's any more you want to see, comment them, but I think I've got the majority, ain't I? Pogba is 86 rated, and he's at Napoli. Now, there is one more I want to check, and I think we have to check. It's our due diligence to check. I just realised we could check Eric Bailly as well, but this is the one I'm mainly wanting to know. Phil Jones. He is at Fulham still. He's still out. Fair enough. He's come back to the Premier League then. Because Fulham did get promoted. I do want to know where Eric Bailly is as well. There's probably a couple I'm missing, but if I'm missing them now, obviously they weren't obviously memorable in the first place. Eric Bailly is still at Arsenal. We don't even know his rating. Obviously, Henderson. We know where he is. Everton, but we just want to see how he's doing. 83. Not too shabby, you know. 83 rated still. Who else? I'm trying to think. I think that might be it, you know. We didn't sell an incredible amount of people. I'm trying to think, is there any more where are you now as we could do? I know Tele. I'll do Tellers and Williams just for the video, but I know they're both at Brighton. Yeah, Tellers, Brighton, 80 rated. He's actually not a bad left back. He's just not for us. And Williams, I would have loved to have kept on, but we had Cucurella and Shaw. I'm selling Shaw for Hernandez next season, even though it won't matter because we won't be here. But there you go. Williams, Brighton as well. I'm trying to think who else. There's got to be some other players we're missing. There's some youth players, but I can't remember all their names. Might as well. I remember one name just because his first name's Deshawn, I think it is, or something. Demani, that's it. Meller. I think we sold him to Rotherham, didn't we? He's a free agent. Jesus. Alright, well, fair enough. Oh, no, we let his contract expire. But there's nobody else I can remember. Heaton's retired. Lee Grant retired. I want to check who the oldest footballer in the game is. Or the oldest footballers. There's only 40-year-olds. Is Buffon still in here? Buffon's still playing. He's still 80 rated, and he's not even retiring. Mental. Buffon is still 80 rated, and he's not even going to retire. That's ridiculous. It's only 700k as well. Might go for that. Pepe Reina's still playing. But he's 68 rated. He's fallen off big. He's fallen off massive. I would have signed Madueke as well, but we had incredible depth on that right mid side. So it's kind of there's no point. But I think that will wrap this up. There is one actual thing I do want to check before the end. I was going to do last episode, but it makes more sense to do this episode. Browse jobs, of course. Let's see where we can go next. Psych, I didn't want to go anywhere. Alright, I didn't want to go anywhere. I was joking. But anyway, taking a look at our overall career summary. 1 club, 1 league title, 2 domestic cups, 1 continental. Biggest win, 7-0 over Ipswich. I mean, we also won 7-0 over Bournemouth, so it doesn't really matter. Biggest defeat, 10-3. Eek. Record transfer fee, 142.5 million, and total earnings, 9.45 million. Played 172, won 114, drawn 26, lost 32, scored 509, let in 317. So, for Season 1, our objective was to finish in the Champions League place. We didn't do that. We finished 6th. We won the Domestic Cup. Did we? No, we didn't win the Domestic Cup. It says win the Domestic Cup, and it said yes, but we didn't do it. Continental Cup objective, did we reach the final? Apparently no, even though we won it. So I'm guessing it just got mixed up, because in the FA Cup we got to round 4 replay, in the Carabao Cup we got to round 3, in the Premier League we came 6th, and we won the Champions League. Manager of the Month awards, 0. Manager of the Year award, no. We didn't pay the transfer fees because we didn't make any transfers in the first season, but we sold Martial for 30 million, 6th in the Premier League, and this is how it looked. It was absolutely awful defensively. We were still very good attacking-wise, but absolutely awful defensively. 54 played, 31 wins, 9 draws, 14 losses, 148 goals scored, 106 goals conceded. As for Season 2, we were still here. We had to win the league title. Did we do it? No, we didn't. Did we win the FA Cup? No, we didn't. Did we... oh, no, we did win the FA Cup. Yes, we did. I can't read. Did we win the Champions League or Europa League? No, we didn't. So, we got to the Super Cup final, obviously, because we won the Champions League Season 1. I believe we lost that, from memory. We got to the group stage of the Champions League. We won the FA Cup, won the Carabao Cup. In the Premier League, I think we came 2nd, and we got to the semi-finals of the Europa League. No Manager of the Month awards, no Manager of the Year award. We paid big bucks for Hakimi, 117.5 million for him, but we sold Varane for 84.7 million, not by choice. Juventus reached a release clause, and I couldn't agree a deal with Varane to keep him around. 2nd place in the Premier League, and these were the stats: 65 played, 49 wins, 7 draws, 9 losses, 209 scored, 120 conceded. That's mad that we scored 209. But for the final season, taking a look at this, Manchester United win the league title. We did do that. I know it says NA because the season's technically not over yet, but we did do that. Win the cups, we didn't do that. And then in the Continental Cup objective, we didn't win that either. Champions League, we got to the quarterfinals. Community Shield, we won. FA Cup, we got to the 5th round. Carabao Cup, we got to the 3rd round. We won the Premier League. No Manager of the Month awards. No Manager of the Year award. We got 142.5 million, or we signed him for 102.5 million. 42.5 million. It was Donnarumma. And Elanga we sold for 75 million, which I thought at first was hilarious because Brighton actually bought him for 75 million. But now he's worth like 100 and odd million. I'd have to pay nearly double to get him back if I wanted. But anyway, these are the stats of the final season. 53 played, 34 wins, 10 draws, 9 losses, 152 scored, and 91 conceded. So overall, that is how it looks. And I think that's it. I think that's all we need to cover. I don't think there's anything else we need to cover. I'm just looking at everything. I think we've got to everything, don't we? I mean, obviously, we've got the Euros up next. But this will be the final history of Man United. I guess we'll look at the transfers. We did this in January. I'm not going to read them all out, but we'll do it in money order. You can have a look. These Manyan and Hernandez was purely for an objective, to be fair. But you can take a look at these. Wait, we saw the Langer in the summer. We didn't even sell them in January. Oh, we had a shit season then. I thought we sold them in January. I don't remember. It's been a long career mode. And the top, we'll just look at the top 3 here. We already know anyway, but top 3 deals. Donnarumma for us, Pedri for Spurs, and then Hernandez for us as well. So, that will wrap up the Manchester United part of this career mode. That is mental to think about. But we do have this up next, Greece. We'll be managing Greece in the Euros. Now, do we start Pavlidis or do we start Giamakis? Because even though Pavlidis is higher rated, Giamakis got us well, more or less carried us through. He got us like 7 goals or 8 goals in the Euros. He got more the Euro group stages. He got more goals than Mbappe. But I think we're going to start Pavlidis. And can Fortounis play right wing? He can. We're going to try Fortounis on the right. And Solis on the left. Or should we go different? I'm going to go with different tactic, actually. Swap these two. Bakasetas isn't happy, which is fine. There's a reason I bought and Alexandropoulos. I don't know how to say his name. It's a difficult one. Alright. I don't know why we brought 3 goalkeepers. I could have probably subbed one of them out. Bakasetas has got 9 even on the bench. He's just not a happy man. We'll push Galanopoulos forward a little bit. It'll be alright there. Mantalos, is he okay on the right? No. Swap Mantalos and Fortounis. He's not too happy, but it'll be alright. You'll cry about it, hopefully. I think that looks fine. Can Callis play... no, he can't play right back. Laratsis might be our only weakness, really. Not a lot of good left back choices. But we'll sort it all out. I think that's probably the team we're going to go with when we do the Euros, which will probably be tomorrow. So, we'll have our first group stage match against Czech Republic. This is weird because usually when I do like finish a career mode, I just finish the career mode. But we're finishing the career mode and then going on to something else with the same manager. But that will wrap up Manchester United career mode. Done and dusted. So, I mean, it was a good run. We've gone over as many players as I can remember to look at. We've gone over the whole squad. We've gone over everything I think of. If there's anything I've missed, I will do it next episode with the Greece Euros episode. But, yeah, another career mode down. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I'll see you for whatever career mode I do in FIFA 23. Of course, you're going to save it over. I do have to save it over. I refuse to lose progress. So, that will do it. Bye-bye, guys.